What's up, Ragin Nation? How y'all doing? This is Alex. You watching the Ragin Nation show Transformers 4 edition. This is just a web series where I talk about all things that matter to me in the world of the production of Transformers 4, the fourth installment of the Transformers live-action franchise directed by Michael Bay. And I don't have a whole lot of big news to announce for you guys. Just a little bit of, news recap of the things that have been going on for the last 2 weeks. First of all, we got Nicola Peltz casted as the female lead in Transformers 4. She's going to be acting alongside Jack Rayner and Mark Wahlberg. And Nicola Peltz, if you don't know who she is, she played Katara in The Last Airbender, directed by M. Night Shyamalan. And a lot of people were saying that, oh, she was terrible in The Last Airbender. I never saw The Last Airbender, and I never will, just because it's directed by M. Night Shyamalan. And a lot of people are saying that she's a bad actress. Well, you know what? That also comes with being casted in a film with a bad director. Last Airbender, from what I understand, was horrible, and M. Night Shyamalan is just not a very good storyteller. At least he lost his touch after Signs. So after that, all his movies were just pretty much garbage. So, you can't always blame the talent, blame the director, blame the one that's been giving them poor direction. So anyways, that's what's going on with the casting news. Speaking of Mark Wahlberg and The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, will be appearing in another Michael Bay movie, Pain and Gain, which is coming out later this month. But with regards to Mark Wahlberg and Dwayne Johnson, wouldn't it be cool to have Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, as another cast member in Transformers 4, have a little bit of an homage to Transformers Prime and have him voice Cliffjumper. If they were gonna have Cliffjumper in it, that would be sweet. So just a little bit of an homage to Transformers Prime fans would be nice. The next thing I gotta talk about is 3D. 3D will be happening for Transformers 4, of course, because it made so much of a difference in the box office with Transformers Dark of the Moon. So they're shooting it in 3D. How much of it they're shooting in 3D, I don't know, because Transformers Dark of the Moon was part 3D, partly shot in 3D and partly converted in 3D. But it had great 3D because James Cameron was advising Michael Bay, kind of mentoring him on the whole 3D shooting process. So that was really great. Now, my big question is whether or not we're going to see some IMAX exclusive scenes. Are there going to be any IMAX scenes at all? That would be sweet, because remember the forest fight in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen? That alone was worth the price of admission to watch it in an IMAX screen, because you had, I think it was 51 seconds of exclusive IMAX footage. It was the forest fight plus the Devastator scenes. The Devastator scenes I didn't really care about because it kept on jumping in and out of IMAX, but the forest fight was entirely in IMAX. You get the full frame and it looked beautiful. Not only do you get the full frame, but the crisp colors, it was just amazing. It looks so beautiful in the IMAX format. So hopefully we're gonna get some IMAX scenes, because that would just be like icing on the cake. I would love that. As for 3D, they did a good job with the 3D in Transformers Dark of the Moon. I understand a lot of people don't like the 3D, but still, you can't deny that the 3D in the Dark of the Moon was pretty sweet, okay? Especially in certain scenes. But they still should have that option, to have that 2D option available and the 3D option available as well, right? So it's good to have those two options available. Anyways, the next bit of news that I have for you guys was just announced recently that they will be filming in China. Michael Bay and Co. Paramount Pictures will be teaming with two Chinese companies, distribution and production companies. That would be the China Movie Channel and Jiaflix Enterprise. And what's great is that they will be co-producing. They will be providing some financing for the film, which means that they can reach a wider audience. I mean, China has 10,000 people? I mean, what am I talking about? Of course they have 10,000 people. They have 20,000 people. They have like 4,000 billion people. Anyway, it's just a lot of people, okay? And that makes for a huge portion of the international box office. And this is a business, so you want to reach out to the widest audiences available. But the thing is that if you want to film in China, you gotta meet all the demands of the censorship demands, or requirements rather, of the Chinese government. So you're only allowed to film certain things. And another thing is that you have to have a Chinese actor or actors in it. Okay, that's the thing. If you want to film in China, you have to have you have to use their actors. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's a lead role, supporting role, or it's lead role or supporting role, but you just got to use their actors. So I'm really curious who they're gonna use. I'm I'm slightly familiar with some of the actors, but not totally, because there's, there's a lot of people, a lot of actors, a lot of talent. So that's what's going on, and I'm very curious what they're going to use in China, because if you remember in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, they used Shanghai, but they only used a wide exterior shot of Shanghai. And it's possible that, they didn't actually film in Shanghai, just to let you know. Like, Michael Bay said in the commentary, there was a lot of red tape. I mean, if you want to film there, you got to film it a certain way. But he wanted to film the back alleys of Shanghai, the ugly parts of Shanghai, and the Chinese government would totally not allow that. They want you to make it look, they want the film to make their city look beautiful, okay? That's what the Chinese government wants, right? So, like, even though it took place in Shanghai, it wasn't filmed in Shanghai. But they're really going to China this time because they want to expand their box office ability, just like what Iron Man 3 is doing. Iron Man 3 is doing the exact same thing. So anyways, that's all I got to say for you in this video. We got the Nicola Peltz, we got 3D, and we got it being filmed in China. So, pretty awesome stuff. Hey, if Cliffjumper's not in Transformers 4, who would you want Dwayne Johnson to voice, as a voice actor? Which character do you think his voice fits for a Transformers character? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, I'm going to have more updates for you guys. Hopefully more news pops out next week. But other than that, I don't have a whole lot for you guys. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a rumor going on that it's possible that Tyrese Gibson and Josh Duhamel are going to be back. Just a rumor, but Josh Duhamel is definitely someone who's being in consideration. Tyrese Gibson, not so sure right now, but it would be great to see them back. Josh Duhamel, he's someone who's interested in it if they call him. It's kind of just a job to him because he really enjoyed working in the franchise. But he's not like Tyrese, where on the other hand, he is like, oh, I gotta be in this movie, I gotta be in this movie. So they're kind of different, but I would love to see them back. Anyways, as always, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation, also follow me on Twitter, @RaginNation. My name is Alex Yu, and by the way, did you guys get your passes, your VIP passes for $5.99 plus shipping? Because I'm gonna be giving this away pretty soon. I'm probably gonna give it away next week, so make sure you have your passes, your all access VIP Ragin Nation member passes, $5.99 plus shipping. Contact me, raginnation@gmail.com, and then we're gonna do the prize draw, and then one lucky Ragin Nation VIP member is gonna get this. All right. Anyways, my name is Alex. I'll see you next time. Peace. Okay. Whoa, this is a big one. Holy cow. We got. Oh my God. We got Blackout.